Hi friends, welcome to Life on Summerhill, and today I have a fun project to share with you guys. My daughter Hannah and I recently saw the cutest wreath on Anthropologie's website, and it's a Christmas village wreath, but it was way out of my budget, and I thought, I think I can make this. So I did a little bit of research and I discovered that Martha Stewart came up with this idea many years ago, and she used the little cardboard putz houses to make hers. So I don't know if she's the originator of the Christmas village wreath or if some other genius person made up this idea, but it is so cute and fun and magical. And it doesn't take long to make. I mean, my daughter and I made it in like 1 hour, and we were filming and taking pictures at the same time. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to share with you how we made it today. And then I'll give you an idea of a place you can hang it in your home. I do recommend you hang this in your home if your little houses are made of cardboard. Mine are made of cardboard on this project. So definitely keeping this one inside for this project. So let's get started. To begin, you will need a flocked wreath. My wreath was a 20-inch that I found at Walmart. Next, you're going to need some village houses. I found these at Target. They're cardboard. They're already painted and decorated, so they're perfect. So now all I'm doing is simply placing them on the wreath to figure out where I want them. Next, you are going to thread some floral wire through the back windows, and then you're going to attach that to the wreath frame. After you get the first house in place, repeat this step with all the other houses. Once you have all of your houses in place on your wreath, make sure to cut off the wire on the back with some wire cutters. Now on this taller house, our last house, you'll notice I have the wire going through the lower windows. We actually moved it to the windows in the middle. Now after you have your houses in place, take some time to fluff up your wreath around the houses. So basically you want to like pull the greenery out from under the wreath, under the houses, so the houses sit flat up against the wire frame, and then you fluff around that. So next I'm going to use this polyfill to make like some snow at the base of each house. So it'll be like this on the house, and I'll show you some more when I go to do it. But basically, it'll give it kind of that fluffy, snowy mountain look. Okay, so I used the glue gun and I applied the glue under the house. On the first house, I just did it on the greenery. But when you get to the second house, you'll see I actually put the glue under the house, like it's on the house on the second one. And I feel like it adhered better. So I definitely recommend doing that. Also, my daughter came up with the idea of kind of making some extra snow go way out to the sides of each house, and that looked a lot better. I feel like that extra snow was needed because eventually you're going to put some trees beside the houses, and it gives the trees something to sit on. Next, I decided to repeat the blue velvet ribbon that has been the thread of color throughout every room. So I've used the same velvet ribbon. So I did a larger ribbon in the back, and then I mixed a smaller ribbon in the front with a white sheer ribbon on that. And so I attached those to the top of the wreath. Now, when I actually hung this wreath, I discovered that the bow needed to be higher. So we moved the bow higher later in the video. Okay, so as you can see here, I moved the bow from down here up towards the top, because once we got it up here, we realized it just looked too low. So definitely want to add it to the top. And the way I made the bow was I made a bunch of loops and with tails. So I pulled it in half, made a bunch of loops, and then I used wire and I twisted the back on. And then I put the wire into the frame just like I did the houses, and then twisted that onto the back of the wreath. Next, I bought some Bottlebrush trees from the Dollar Tree, and they came with a plastic base. So we basically just popped the plastic base off the bottom and then positioned them all where we wanted them on the wreath. Now, grab your glue gun and start adding the trees onto your wreath like we did here. I simply just dabbed some glue onto the wreath and then positioned the tree down in there, nestled it down into the glue and into the wreath. Once all my trees were in place, I decided to add more of the polyfill snow underneath all the trees. So as you can see at the top of the wreath, some of the trees aren't next to a house, and that's just kind of like imagining the whole wreath is like a mountain with houses on it, like a mountainous village. So I just kept adding snow here and there, polyfill, where I felt like it just gave more of that snowy look to the wreath. Okay, so now the wreath is completely decorated. So my daughter and I went back through and we just fluffed up the wreath some more, took the little greenery in our hands and twisted it around and fluffed it and made it really pretty. So let's go hang the wreath. So it's time to hang this, and I have these hooks that make it really easy to hang wreaths and garlands and things. So I'm gonna hang it in here in my rocking chair room. This is a part of my kitchen. My kitchen is right there. So let's see how this looks. I think it'll be a great place for it. Oh, I love it. I think this is the perfect spot for the wreath. It gets a lot of natural light from this side. It just looks very pretty. Now that we're all done, let's take one last look and see how it all came together. Okay, so what do you think? Are you ready to give this simple and easy DIY project a try? If you buy houses that are already decorated the way you want them, this project can be done in a few hours, and you don't even need to spend a lot of money. Every Christmas, they usually have these little gingerbread houses or village houses at the dollar store. They have them at Walmart. They have them at the dollar spot at Target. Those are great places to look for these cute little village houses. And then all you do is stick them on there. It's so easy. So I hope you have enjoyed this simple and easy Christmas wreath DIY. And I am so thankful that you came here to join me today. I hope you have a wonderful day and a Merry Christmas. See you soon. Bye.